Welcome back to a series so elite, your phone automatically presses play. In today's video, Hasan has just appeared in the top 25 most influential creators list alongside Mr. Beast. He is giddy with excitement, once again acting like a superhero revolutionary. People are pointing out the author of the article is Hasan's #1 simp journalist, Taylor Lorenz. Mr. Beast has jumped in and is mad at his own placement at number 7 next to Hasan Piker. Hasan is calling out Mr. Beast over it. Massive updates to the Ethan Klein versus Destiny situation, where Destiny is being exposed as a degenerate and they're having a back and forth. Side characters are jumping in. Subscribe or your full-time job is glazing Hasan's Piker. Jimmy John Jelly.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin with this tweet. Rolling Stone dropped their top 25 most influential creators of 2025 list. Top 10. We got Speed and Drewski, Miss Rachel Kai Cenat, Quinlan Blackwell, Caleb Hiran. I don't know who any of these are. Mr. Beast and Hasan Piker right next to each other at number 7 and number 8. That doesn't really make much sense there. And then we got Camila Araujo and Alex Cooper. Okay, so other than Speed and Kai, literally no idea who these people are. Why is Mr. Beast next to Hasan Piker? The only explanation here is that this article has been written by Taylor Lorenz, Hasan's #1 sim journalist, obviously. And just saying, if Hasan is there, Asmongold literally has to be there. Objectively, Asmon is 10 times more popular. Second thing, if I'm being purely objective, Mr. Beast would obviously be #1 here. Influence-wise, he's obviously the most popular here. Nux responds, to be fair, telling your audience to kill a US senator could technically be influential. So anyways, Hasan responds and he's very happy at this. Rolling Stone drops an Instagram reel of Hasan shouting them out for putting him at the number 8 spot. You have to maintain revolutionary optimism. Keep fighting, guys.
What's up, everybody? I just wanted to give a quick shout out. I'm very honored to be a part of Rolling Stone's most influential creators. It's definitely not an honor that I'm taking lightly. It's something that I believe I carry the responsibility, the weight over my shoulders on, and just wanted to say very excited for doing more work in this field, in the field of politics, especially in 2025 as things are worsening at an alarming rate, as all of these companies and corporations and the media are almost completely servile to the Trump administration. We have to fight back more than ever before. It's an even worse predicament than the first Trump administration in 2016. So I hope that you guys will continue along with this journey alongside myself, side by side. And that's it. Keep fighting the good fight. If you feel like you are succumbing to nihilism because you feel powerless when you see these things, when you see these events that are unfolding, catastrophic natural disasters with seemingly no solution from the government, taking away our civil liberties slowly but surely, and all of that gets you down and you feel like no change is coming, you have to maintain revolutionary optimism throughout that, because if nobody's got you, you got you. Your neighbors got you. All right? I got you. Remember that and keep fighting.
Yeah, Hasan has got you guys. To everyone that is, broke, unemployed, and depressed, Hasan has got you. You just gotta donate your rent money to his stream, and he is the sole revolutionary that will be changing the world. He will be destroying Donald Trump himself and ushering a new era of greatness. Thank you, Luffy, once again, doing a wonderful job right here. I just love how he talks about the big responsibility and the massive weight on his shoulders, and then he goes around and supports terrorists. Yeah, dude, you're doing a great job with that responsibility. My second question is, how is this terminal gooner, Taylor Lorenz, allowed to have any influence at all? Like, why is she not outcasted from literally everything? Like, holy shit.
The other thing with Hasan, he's unreasonably good looking and cool and dresses cool.
Tell me about it.
But do you know what I mean? Like, very attractive and very cool and genuinely a good person too, I will say.
Hasan's motto should be fight back against Trump, guys. Also send me your nudes on Snapchat.
I used to exclusively get fucking titty pics and shit on my Snapchat, and now it's just dudes.
Nux responds, least discreet FBI honeypot. What work? All he's done is read tweets, have meltdowns, and show up for events that he sits down and just speaks. Easy, low effort work. No, he's a revolutionary. You don't understand. He's changing the world here, guys. Don't you understand? 8th most influential person in the entire world. Totally accurate, by the way. Gets lesser views than a slop tuber. You know, now that I think about it, I actually completely agree, because that would make me number 7, and that would put me on line with Mr. Beast in terms of popularity. Thank you, Rolling Stone. Wonderful job. He's such a cartoonish idiot. He's hard to even hate. I do it anyway, so it's worth it. Honestly, I do it for the fun too. It's like it's a new sport, you know? Bro really trying to PR his way to being a real world Superman, and it's not working. I swear to God, he's obsessed with this sort of hero title where he's like, you know, saving everybody. Taylor responds, shows her appreciation to Rolling Stone for allowing her to contribute to their most influential creators. It was such an honor to contribute to Rolling Stone's feature of the most influential creators. Yeah, I mean, it must be fun completely twisting the facts and making a complete bullshit list. I mean, is this journalism, guys? Like straight up lying, essentially? Suddenly, Hassan being one place below Mr. Beast makes sense. Dude, there you could fit like legitimately 2,000 creators between Hassan's popularity and Mr. Beast's popularity, yet somehow they're 8 and 7. Like, how does that make sense? Lamau, why would she admit that? Because she's stupid and she wants to sleep with Hassan Piker. She really wants him to know, hey, I'm the one who put you there, guy, Hassan. You know, this thing you're so happy about, I did it, you know? Invite me over and, you know, bend me over, of course. Anyways, out of nowhere, Mr. Beast joins in. He's not exactly pleased with his number 7 spot. According to this list, a guy with 1 million followers is more influential than me. What did I do to piss off the Rolling Stones? And we got Caleb Heron. Okay, no offense to this guy. I just don't know who this is. Okay, I have no idea. If you guys knew before, you know, seeing this or Googling him or whatever, let me know. People responded, bro, to me, in my opinion, Rolling Stone is a bias, because if you go read Hassan and the other top 6 people, not one of their descriptions are written in this kind of manner at the end. At Mr. Beast, followers 871 million. Yes, that is number 7, guys. Controversy has dogged his production's class action lawsuit. There's plenty to criticize Mr. Beast for, of course. We're not a fan of him on this channel, obviously. We've made tons of videos on him, but I think he is, you know, rightfully, you know, confused as to why he's not number 1 on this list, because, you know, just objectively, he should be. Mask off moment, he really just wants to be famous more than anything. I think there's a lot to criticize Mr. Beast for. This is like the least of the things, you know? Hassan is on that list even though he gets outpaced by Tectonic. I don't know why that makes me laugh, this Tectonic instead of Tectone, and has half the average viewers than Asmon. So then Hassan responds, can't believe that Mr. Beast tweeted a complaint about his Rolling Stone ranking. Oh my god, are you real, dude? I mean, I get what he means here. It's cringe to complain. Obviously, he should not care about this, but again, objectively, he should be number 1. And it's rich coming from Hassan, the guy who fucking cries about Asmongold's views all the time.
Wait, he did? Oh my god, he actually did. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you fucking real, dude? Why would you post that? You sound so bitter. Oh my god. That is crazy, bro. You're Mr. fucking Beast. Why the fuck do you care about where you landed on the Rolling Stones influential list?
Dude, there's just no way Diddley Piker is saying this. You were just last clip, you were glazing yourself saying that, wow, this is such an honor. I can't believe I've been given this amazing amount of influence. Like, so apparently, according to his logic, he's allowed to care, but nobody else is allowed to care. Now, I do get his point, right? Why should the biggest YouTuber care about some random Rolling Stone list? But this is Mr. Beast. This is a guy who is not the typical CEO or whatever. This guy quite literally messages me and is like, I can't believe you titled your video this, and is like, yeah, he cares about my private opinion on what he's doing. And I keep telling him, like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you concerned with a random commentary YouTuber? He just really seems to care about every bit of criticism, and I think it's definitely a flaw, other than the 500 other bullshit shit he's done. But yeah, who honestly cares if he cares about this list or whatever? I just think, like, it's such a dumb argument.
That's crazy. I genuinely thought that he would have the wherewithal not to post some shit like that. That's fucking hilarious. Motherfuckers' faces on Walmart shelves. Yeah, what the fuck? That's crazy, bro. That's not a good look, man. Delete that shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, like every word out of this guy's mouth is crazy. Hassan talking about optics Yeah, not a good look, Jimmy. You better take a lesson from Hassan here on how to be perceived well. Definitely not one of the most hated people on the internet, like, by far. In comparison to his influence, it's actually just sad. Like, this guy has more haters than actual viewers, which is actually just sad. The fact that videos criticizing him gets more views than his actual content is just so embarrassing, bro. At that point, you're starting to look like Johnny Somali, man. Why is Mr. Beast complaining? Says the guy who seethed about Asmongold's viewer count every single day for the last 6 months. Probably longer than that. Bro, why do you care about Asmon and Tektone's live views then? Dude, this guy was literally getting giddy with excitement. Oh my god, after the Twitch bot change, I have the same views as Asmongold on Twitch. He eclipses you. Just stop. Just give it up, man. Sensitive back again. Does he ever shut the frick up? No, he actually does not. It's been 100 episodes. He does not. If a publication wants to release a list calling it the most influential, it'll clearly not be that kind of list. It's good to just call out BS reporting. They should have just released the Taylor Lorenz's favorite influences list instead. That's pretty much what it is. Anyways, here we are on the article from streamers and podcasters to OF models and TikTok megastars. Here's the people shaping the culture. And we got all these people, and then at the very end, our girl, Taylor Lorenz. Right, here's the full list. We got K Poyer, number 25, 1.1 million followers, guys. That is number 25 in the world, apparently, in 2025. So here we are at number 8, Hassan Piker. Here's the paragraph for him. Subscribers, 10.5 million. So again, you're just fucking lying. So this isn't even followers. You should say the total combined followers, maybe 10 million on like every single platform, sure. Subscribers, 10.5 million? Like, what the fuck are you doing? The biggest socialist in streaming isn't slowing down. People are looking for someone willing to fight against the Trump administration. There's literally millions of people willing to do that. It's just you think you're the only one. Biker says he's up for the job. Toured Queens with NYC mayoral candidate Zoran Mamdani. I don't know why he's listening to his opinion. He can't bench 135, right? Hassan's logic. Visited the headquarters of the Japanese Communist Party. These guys are definitely not commies, guys. Freedom of speech is top of mind. He was detained by border security and questioned about his political view. Yes, he was questioned about his political views, guys. Not the fact that he's supporting fucking Hamas terrorists. That was an interesting experience, he jokes. Yet his recent international focus is no accident. It's about solidarity with other working class movements all around the world. Yes, I'm for the working class. Now pay for my mansion. It's a united struggle, but it's only my Porsche. Ethan responds, asks why media outlets like Rolling Stone still work with Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz wrote this piece that proclaims Hassan to be one of the most influential creators. How the frick are legit media brands working with this mess of a human being? And how is this not a conflict of interest? Jimmy at Mr. Beast is because it's written by Taylor Lorenz. She literally just writes in her friends. Taylor responded, get a job, stay away from her. Oh, wow. Taylor, you're so cool. You're so funny. Wow, you're so cool. Weirdo ass lady, dude. Going after Roblox kids, bruh. Taylor Lorenz's top 25 industry planes. Now we got the counter article here. Fox News dropped a Hassan Piker article. Twitch star Hassan Piker calls communism the honorable end goal of socialism. No way. Far left commentator, finally someone labels him accurately, has insisted a communist formation has never existed despite communist takeovers in China and Cuba. He added that he doesn't consider being called a communist as an insult since he believes communism is an admirable goal. I wouldn't say I'm communist, but when people call me that, I don't really care because I'm like, I think that's pretty cool. It's Star Trek. It's the Star Trek universe. They have a moneyless society. I feel as though that is definitely an honorable end goal to reach where we have all of our needs met, Piker said. Guys, I don't know what to say. He's legitimately, I mean, he's doing the classic Hassan Piker. I'm not a commie, guys, but I basically agree with everything they do, and I want a communist society. Dude, you can't be serious. This is the guy sitting in America saying, apparently this guy's supposed to love America so much. Dude. In his videos, Piker has been known to push controversial views such as downplaying Hamas actions due to October 7th. Downplaying is like a very nice way of putting it. He literally believes half the shit did not happen. Grapes never happened, guys. I need forensic evidence. Despite his support for socialism, he came under controversy and it was revealed he bought a $3 million home. He defended his purchase, suggesting it was part of living in LA. Oh my God. So you are unable to live in LA unless you buy a $3 million home. That is Hassan Piker logic right there. Very communist of you, Hassan. I'm sure the commies would love to give you a $3 million home. In Hassan's fantasy ideal world, everybody has a $3 million home. Bro, that's not reality. Holy shit. His brain rot audience probably think that under communism, they wouldn't have to work and get to live like he does. Literally the exact same thing what I said. Fun fact, he gets to do what he does and live the way he does because of capitalism. Listen, I know this is also like a biased news source, but honestly, it's like, it's more accurate than the fucking like Rolling Stones list or whatever. This is legitimately just pointing out what he actually said here. Moving on to Ethan versus Destiny. Basically, Ethan has dropped a new video doubling down on his assertion that Destiny is a massive fucking weirdo creep. And even in my opinion, anyone denying that is completely insane. The evidence is literally right in front of your face. Right, here we got an update from Willie Mac Show. Says he has confirmed the age of the girl involved in the Destiny controversy. I didn't care how many people have done this, but I did verify that Rose was under 18 in 2022. I keep seeing people say it's unverified, so in case you didn't know. Thomas showed me 100% proof that Rose was underage. I don't really know how to show you guys on Twitter without victimizing Rose's personal information even more. If Destiny wants to see it, or Tom can show him, there is no doubt. So basically, according to Willie Mac Show, Destiny was in possession of illegal material for several months and did not report it, okay? Now, I feel like you should make the proof public, but also I get why you wouldn't for privacy and shit. But even without this shit, okay? Even just from the clips we've seen, that Destiny's own words, he needs to be locked up, all right? He thinks 15-year-olds are hot, all right? It's crazy.
15-year-old chick was trying to send me, or was sending me pictures of herself, and she was hot as f. It's like really hard to like turn down some of these people.
So now Destiny is beefing with AB from H3. Destiny throws a low blow at AB, and essentially he's just going scorched earth at him, saying some unhinged shit. AB responds, for all the people who seem to be oddly confused about why I'm willing to speak up against this dude, but not speak on iDubbbz or Hasan, here is one of the many reasons. Bo Blacks, he's completely lost it. I don't know why he's blaming me for everything. I've dealt with this annoying audience once, and they're the most annoying mother flippers. Dealing with them again is the last thing I wanted. Destiny Orbiters are turning out to be worse than Hasan Orbiters. I will say they are equally delusional. This is not saving you, AB. Okay, I gotta say, I just don't get this logic at all. Just because Destiny is a freak doesn't mean you shouldn't criticize iDubbbz or Hasan. They also deserve to be criticized. They also did horrible shit. I don't know why people in this sort of like, you know, apparently H3's like staff and stuff were not criticizing Hasan or iDubbbz enough, but then when Destiny showed up, they started criticizing him a lot, and they can have their own opinions, but I don't know why people can't just be like us in this community, where we understand the nuance, you know, and we just know that all of them are disgusting losers who all deserve criticism. I feel like they're always trying to show that they're allies to the left, or, you know, like, hey guys, I actually understand that I'm on your side. I don't want to be, you know, outcasted by criticizing Hasan or whatever. Like, if people legitimately think that, oh, you're not, you know, supportive of all these causes just because you criticize Hasan and iDubbbz, then they're stupid, all right? They just don't understand nuance. Now, things are not always black and white, okay? So, you know, you might even agree with Hasan about one specific thing, about one specific topic, but you do get to criticize him about all that other stuff, right? So I don't know. I'm just glad we can speak freely on this channel. We're not beholden to everybody. Mr. Beast hates my ass, all right? The biggest YouTuber. I don't suck up to anybody, all right? Right, so randomly we have this side character Vosh who has jumped in, and he's another like lefty political streamer. And keep in mind, this is another degenerate freak. Apparently this guy got exposed for liking horse cock.
Can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Interesting. So this is the guy's opinion who we are listening to. He's giving his take on the Destiny controversy.
The Destiny drama is so bad. I know we don't care, but like, come on. Look, it's not that we don't care necessarily, because the tiny glimpses of it that I see on the TL are entertaining. Isn't even the right word. I don't know. They're provocative. It's more like, Jesus Christ, you know? There's rubbernecking a car crash, and then there's like the fucking cars exploding and there's shards getting everywhere. Like, Jesus, what a fucking mess. Streamer slop. I'm sure Hasan has been covering it in great detail. I've heard that Destiny is now an ardent defender of Palestinian rights, possibly even a member of Hamas, so good for him, I suppose. Eric Adams thinks it was an embarrassment. The Destiny H3 drama? Yeah, I'm sure. Adams W? Is the shit against D real? How the fuck would I know? The last person you could... Seriously, isn't Hasan talking about all of this? Yes? All right, well, there you go. I'd rather watch you talk about it. Sorry, you have no choice but to actually... for me, listen, it's clothing or butt.
Yeah, cool story, man. Thing is, nobody cares about your opinion, you absolute fucking degenerate. Oh my god. We got the horsecock guy trying to virtue signal here, be like, well, actually, Destiny's pretty bad. Brother, you're into bestiality. Like, what the heck? Bro tries to sound articulate. Well, actually, let me adjust my mustache. I'm very smart and political, guys. While jerking off the horses. You can't be serious. You just can't be serious. Dude, I just find it so funny that all these deviants are like always these political people with like large audiences. Was I ever wrong that politics rots your brain? Like, come on, we're seeing it in real time here. Moving on to Ethan's videos. So Ethan, another fan of the legendary series, obviously, is bringing up Destiny's old clips from the Ryan Beard nuke video right after I brought it up, by the way. You know, big fan of Pegasus. Everybody is, obviously, your grandmom, your great-grandmom, Ethan Klein, the favorite influencer, Mr. Beast himself, everything. Anyways, he brings up a clip where Destiny admits to essaying a girl on stream. Now, there's a clip of this as well, but I'm not showing that, obviously. I'm not even showing it blurred, but it did happen.
I would say that in my streaming career in the past, like totally publicly, like I completely and totally like assaulted a girl on stream before for like fucking 5 minutes or whatever. I got super fucking drunk and was like grabbing her fucking breast the entire time.
Later, Destiny has attempted to downplay his actions here by tweeting, "I was drunk off my ass literally for the first time in my life." And he said that at the time he didn't understand how bad it was, but now looking back years later, he understands that it was reprehensible behavior.
It's like that one guy, Mango, who got like totally canceled for did, but way worse. Mango wasn't actually groping people. There's this pretense that like, as long as you're radically honest about what you did, it's okay. It's like, it's called base. Did you just say you were groping a woman on stream for 5 minutes?
Why, yes. Yes, he did, Ethan. And Destiny fans will sit there, they will listen to this and say, well, it was actually out of context, guys. You know, his hands were grabbing the wrong thing. It was out of context. You know, Destiny was groping a woman and, you know, he admits it was SA, but my literal cult-ass loser brain still thinks it's acceptable. You know what I've learned from this controversy? Destiny fans are literally just Hassan fans with like a, you know, different spices added or some shit, you know, equally delusional. By the way, this is your streamer, the intellectual titan that can apparently own anybody. Did I mention he thinks 15-year-old girls are hot, guys? I mean, it's just crazy what people defend now. It's like just because they like this creator or think, you know, maybe they really hate Hassan and they're like, okay, yeah, Destiny dunks on Hassan, therefore I have to support everything he says. Like, such ridiculous logic. Like, brother. Also, did somebody say Mango? I think my pal Jellywig has something to say about that.
Mango just blew a .32!
Just to be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
Then he brings up the 15-year-old clip.
Here's the next one where he admits to sharing photos of a 15-year-old who sent him bikini shots with his homies and how he couldn't barely resist the urge of wanting to have sex with her.
Destiny was 23. He shared in a group chat with a couple of his friends the messages, "You want to see the sickest shit in the world? So many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. Dude, she's 15. What the fuck? But she sent me pictures that made it so hard to say no." Then Destiny linked a picture of this girl in a bikini in the chat and said, "Girl on the left, so hard to say no. Gonna get arrested one of these MLGs, man." So in these logs, when Destiny was 23, he said that it was really hard to turn down hooking up with this 15-year-old because she looked so good in this picture of her in a bikini. He then shared this lewd image of a child with his friends and said that he's gonna get arrested someday.
Imagine receiving a bikini pic from a 15-year-old in your DMs, a fan of yours, and being like, she's so hot, I need to share this with the boys. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, guys. Anyone who's defending this man needs to know that, okay?
Yeah, I'd love to hear the average Destiny's fans' defense for this. Like, you can say, oh yeah, this clip is old, but it's not old as in when Destiny was 17. He is still in his 20s, and, you know, he's a full-grown adult here. This is not like when he was a minor or anything like that. Not to mention, this is not a one-off thing. This is not an accident. There's like 10 clips of him saying similar shit. You know, just finding a way to justify and debate his way out of having extremely deviant tendencies. Here's him saying it again a few years later.
A couple years later in 2015, when Destiny was 26, he shared in his chat, "I would f the shit out of that 15-year-old. What the f There's no way that chick is 15. So now we've seen 2 separate occasions.
Guys, this is not normal. You just don't type that kind of stuff. Unless you're like Jared Fogle in a chat with his homies, you know? Like he's speaking openly with the dogs who are like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
The colloquial definition of pedophile is someone who is attracted to children, and Destiny is at least somewhat attracted to children.
There are some 15, 16-year-old chicks that like look pretty fucking hot. Like I can't help that. Like some people mature fucking older.
Well, actually, guys, he's not technically a pedophile. Pedophile is when you're below 13. These are actually teenagers, guys. Like, bro, I don't know how to break this to you. He is still attracted to literal teenagers. I just don't understand how anyone can defend this. If Hassan did this shit, everyone would lose their minds, all right? But for some reason, Destiny gets a pass. I assume it's because they like his other content or think he's some intelligent deity, which he's not, by the way. I don't know. Are people legitimately gonna cover for a guy who does this shit? Like, shut the fuck up. You know, I'm just gonna say it. In terms of pure degeneracy, Destiny is worse than Hassan. Now, Hassan is worse in terms of propaganda or supporting terrorists and stuff. From what I understand, Destiny doesn't do that. Or from what I've seen, he might have some fucking hidden clips. This guy's been on the internet forever. But yeah, in terms of, you know, propaganda and shit, Hassan is worse. But this is like criminal shit at this point, man. Oh yeah, and it doesn't stop there. Here's Destiny defending someone sleeping with a 14-year-old.
Destiny defended another streamer who got exposed for having sex with a 14-year-old by saying, even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what pedophile means. Go look it up. Seriously, if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they are young, you have absolutely no business whatsoever commenting on the issue, period. It makes you look uneducated.
It is so outrageous, sir, that you would call someone sleeping with a 14-year-old pedophilia. How dare you, sir? Even if you want to play this game where it's like, actually, I want to fuck 16 and 17-year-olds. There's 14 is pushing it. 14. What are we talking about?
I mean, this is just pure degeneracy, bro. I feel like now you can argue, well, actually, he was just trying to get to the meat of the argument, guys. He was just trying to be correct on semantics. I mean, come on, there's a trend here. Like, I knew he was an unhinged sociopath, you know, in terms of how he lives his life or whatever. But the amount of degen shit that he's actually said and done is just crazy. People arguing semantics are just delusional fanboys. And in my opinion, you know, very controversial opinion, guys, I think we need to take all PDF files and put them on an island far, far away from society. Because, you know, fuck PDF files, guys. Wow, brave take, brave take. Then he talks about the age of consent.
A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's
Okay, that's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst clip. That's the worst clip.
He goes, it's all the same, bro. 15, 13, 14, 15. It's all the same, bro. I'm 29. Huh? And also, on the other hand, it also is a self-report because it suggests he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit.
Just because of some legal age of consent bullshit? Huh? That's the age of consent. I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the age of consent is a pretty good thing, guys. I think anyone that takes issue with the age of consent needs to be investigated. Probably check their hard drives, although I'm sure that's already happening to Destiny. And yeah, stay away from children, I suppose. You know, I feel like in real life, when people see you do this shit or talk like this, you get beaten up and put in prison, and then bad things happen to you in prison. But on the internet, we have these f***ing degenerate freaks who have been, you know, corn-brained or something from like relentless TikTok or whatever, growing up on that shit, where they somehow defend this. Like, legitimately, I had people in my comments just going to bat for Destiny. This is your champion. Like, what is wrong with you? Right, then he talks about the Rose situation.
Now, after speaking with Willie Mack, he's told me that this is her, right? They found her, they matched up like moles on her body, they matched up the look of her, the face. She disappeared for a couple of years. They have old videos of her, but they've pretty much confirmed this is her. And through that, they've identified her birthday. And if this is her, which is like 99% it is, then she was 17 at the time. No question, right? So this whole idea of is she's a minor has pretty much already been put to rest, according to Willie Mack. So he knew there was potentially a chance that he had child pornography. And up until now, when people found out she actually is a minor, he never reported it to the police. Any responsible adult, upon learning that even if there's a possibility that you have child, you would send that to the police, right? To hold and frankly, to cover your own ass legally. You don't want to be stuck with child on your hard drive. Like the second you find out, you send that shit to the authorities. Because guess what? You're committing a crime.
Listen, I think either way, Destiny loses here. So if it was illegal material, of course, lock him the hell up. And if it was 18 plus, Destiny's still a weirdo because he himself said he views 19-year-olds as 15-year-olds. Like the same in maturity, you know, any tendency to go towards them is weirdo behavior, according to him, right? And here's what definitely traps him. Clearly, according to his own messages, he had some doubt whether it was a minor or not. So even if you suspected, right, you would want to immediately report that shit, being a reasonable person. But Destiny chose not to. He's like, well, what there's a 1% chance he wasn't underage. I might as well keep the shit, you know? Like, what the fuck? There's just a pattern of behavior with this guy, with his comments and shit. Right after this, Ethan calls out Abba and Preach for sweeping for Destiny. Basically, they made a video sort of calling out Ethan and defending Destiny a bit. And Ethan also admits his own mistake here.
Watching the video that Abba made with all of this context out here, and he's accusing me of not doing research. Abba, why did you brush over the screenshot of him confessing to knowingly having potential child hard drive? Never commented on that. You only commented on things that I got wrong, right? You ignore the whole context. You're sweeping for what looks to me to be a consistent, long-term, highly motivated, premeditated child predator. That's what he looks like to me. A sincere apology to Destiny for absolutely getting this wrong. So this was with another girl he claims was 26. Okay, fine. I'll take your word for it. So apologies. You know, that was not to Rose.
Right, so when covering the story, Ethan thought a certain message was from Rose, but it was from another girl, so he apologized for that, so he got some stuff wrong there. As for Abba and Preach, I don't know why they made that video. Usually I think they're pretty logical in the rest of the videos or whatever, but they have met Destiny and they're possibly friends from what I've heard, so that might like contribute to the bias or whatever. Although I think if they see the 15-year-old clips and they're defending that shit, I don't know. But that's not what they were talking about. So anyways, I don't really care about that beef because what I showed you was literally the clips themselves from Destiny's mouth. Okay, you cannot argue with that shit. You cannot say like it is in context. You can go to the clip, look at the entire content, look at the 5 minutes before and after, and then come to your conclusion and tell me he's not a creep. All right, I don't give a fuck. That's not gonna happen, by the way. There's no context that justifies that shit. All right, now click this video or you're locked in a basement and you're forced to write puff pieces for Hamas Diddley Pika. All right, that's your job. All right, I'll see you later. Bye bye.